Hey guys, Willie and Murfitt here, and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. In today's episode, we're going to be swapping out this manky old water pump for this new high compression water pump. Okay, so looking at the two together, the impeller inside is a little bit bigger than the old one, and the gapping inside as well is a little bit more powerful to allow more water to flow through and to distribute that quicker and more efficiently around the engine. It has the bypass hose attachment here, and other than that it's a pretty straightforward attachment. I've got a gasket to fit this to the body, and I've also got the first of my Fletcher silicone hose kit, which is the bypass hose. So today we're going to fit it all up and get this car back into a standard we can start installing into the engine bay. Okay, so when I previously looked at this engine block and to clean it up, I did clean up the face of this so it's a nice smooth surface. So the gasket itself can get fitted on. Now that's going to go on the engine like so. You've got a little bit hanging over, so when you attach your alternator, that'll get bolted on there as well. Now with these, I tend to fit them up. So I tend to fit the water pump gasket to the water pump, install the longer of the four bolts, and then mount that up to the body. But what I'm going to do, because this is quite an old car and I've just bought a tube of this gasket sealant, I'm just going to put a slight bit of gasket paste around the water pump. It's not really needed and you don't have to do it, but just to be doubly secure, just a small bead. With that on there, I'm just going to put a tiny bead along the other side as well, so that can seal onto the engine. So I've got my bypass hose with the clips on. I'm going to place that onto the water pump itself. And then as I install this onto the head, I'm going to push it on and then slot the impeller into the body. Taking the longer of the bolts, I'm going to push through the back. And the shorter ones can go on the front. Just making sure as you look through the holes, the hole of the water pump and the gasket is all aligned. Once all four bolts are tight, I can then nip them up. And I like to try and do this in a cross section, so top left, bottom right, top right, bottom left, just to make sure it's gone on to the block nice and smooth. Next up to be installed is the pulley. So that goes on first. Give it a little tap because I have painted this. Then the spacer, and then the fan, making sure obviously the fan goes on the correct way. So here in the inside it says quite clearly engine side, so that's going to go on this way. Now I'm going to leave this like that because obviously you can tell the fan is in a pretty poor state. So the fan's going to come back off and it's going to get cleaned before it gets bolted back on. So let's give it a quick clean. And there we have it. That's how to fit a water pump to a classic Mini. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed this video, as always, please click that thumbs up button, comment down below, and if you can, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future content. That's it from me. I'll see you next time.